if you've been on the internet in the last 48 hours, you will know that actress Regina Daniels and her billionaire husband Nwoko have triggered a lot of reactions on the internet. After video of Regina Daniels went viral that she is being abused by Nwoko and his talks, I'm like, Regina Daniels' marriage to Nwoko is a mistake in the first place. Like, things like that should not be existing. It's a big blunder already. It's an error that a young, promising girl with a career like that of Regina Daniels, at her age, just around 18, 19, would have to settle with a 60 years old man. Like, it is faulty. It is faulty. See, there's nothing anybody is telling me. That arrangement is faulty, like extremely faulty. These are two people that are having 4 decades age gap. It is too faulty. And I was never at any point expecting that marriage to work. And to be honest, that marriage wasn't built out of love. I feel like a lot of people disappointed with Gina Daniels, starting with her mother, who would have been there to stop her from that. But it's unfortunate. It was like Regina Daniels was used to achieve some goals. But that's by the way. Let's go into the fact that this old man that took a young, promising girl with a beautiful future to be his fifth wife is having the guts to maltreat her. For goodness sake, is it because of money? Yes, you people say you want to cry inside Lamborghini than be with someone that loves you or than cry inside a keke. And I'm like, all of you that have been tapping into Regina Daniels' lifestyle, pressured lifestyle or supposed lifestyle, I hope you all are seeing it. One thing I have to say is that Regina made a big mistake marrying Ned. There's nothing anybody can say about it. It's the worst mistake of Regina's life that she would have to live with it. Her youthfulness was taken away from her. She was deprived of a lot of things simply because of maybe the luxury that comes with marrying Ned Nwoko because, of course, he has money. He's a billionaire, like we're told. But do you know the pains of what this girl is going through now is too much? It's the worst mistake she has made and she has to live by it. I think around 17th, on Friday, 17th October, this video went so viral. This particular video where Regina was crying, Ned Nwoko's talks, coming after her and the rest of that. All of us were shocked. I was also shocked. And this is because what Regina has been flaunting on the internet is far the opposite of this. If you know the amount of young girls Regina Daniels have influenced to start dating and following old men because of money, you will be shocked because she has the influence. Only to realize that all that glitters are not gold. Regina Daniels is not living the life she's claiming to us. And that is misinformation, that is misinfluencing the people that are trusting her, which is very, very bad. If not because this video went viral, a lot of us will not know what is happening. But I do not expect anything more than that. And the one that is even pissing off is the fact that Ned Nwoko came out to say that Regina Daniels is a drug addict. This man doesn't even like this girl for any reason. Yes, a man who cares about you won't say that in the public. At first instance of misunderstanding, he'll prefer to sort it out private. He doesn't care about Regina. All Ned wants is public reputation. I see Ned Nwoko as someone who wanted to use Regina Daniels for fame. Because being young and famous, he would get the attention he needed. And he got it and became senator. Now he's done. Now, how do you explain that this man wrote on the internet that Regina was not always like this, so that her current battle with drugs and alcohol abuse is the root of their problem? So a small girl was handed over to you, and in your custody as an old 60-year-old man, you allowed a 20-year-old girl that had youthfulness has been ripped from her to become a drug addict under your watch. Do you have sense? And now what he just did is to just clear his name as a politician. As long as I'm concerned, his post is political. This post is trying to use and control the video of Regina Daniel going viral where she was being, manhandled by his thugs. And according to Regina Daniel's brother, this guy beats Regina Daniel. In short, he finished beating her before sending the thugs to go and finish up the work. Hapa, this man just wants to dent Regina's image so that whatever Regina comes out to say in the public, nobody will believe her. You will not believe, the internet will not believe, and we will not believe because we will say Regina is acting under the influence of. So that's to show you that this man knows what he's doing. Making that girl his fifth wife is just for publicity, and he got it. So whatever happens to her is none of his business because he can't even explain how she started taking substance under his custody. Because as far as I'm concerned, that man is supposed to be taking care of Regina Daniels like his daughter. His daughter children are older than her. Honestly, evil and embarrassing already. And this message from this man, let's read it together. Nwoko, after Regina Daniels' domestic violence video went viral, said, Regina's unprovoked carnage and rampage in my house and in my absence. Regina was not always like this. Her current battle with drugs and alcohol abuse is root of our problem. She must continue her rehabilitation program, or I fear for her life and safety. Now she has moved to a place where she will have unrestricted access to drugs. This information does not hide the fact that you've beaten her up. It doesn't change the fact that she is abused in your house. And how did she start becoming a drug addict if she wasn't like this under your custody? So something is wrong. And I feel like this video should be a lesson to young girls. A lot of you following old men because of money and don't care about what life is all about. I hope you get to learn from Regina's story. And who even told you that you cannot be successful on your own? With the kind of opportunities Regina had as a very young girl growing up in Nollywood, this girl before 2025 would have been super successful. If she wanted marriage, she would still meet a responsible young man to marry her. And who even told you that as a woman, marriage should be your primary reason? You don't have a purpose? What is your purpose in life? Why can't you learn craft? Why can't you do something for yourself? I preach self made a lot. It's better to be self made than to be treated like a rag, to be treated like a non entity by someone because you're following their resources. Develop yourself as a young girl and you understand the true meaning of freedom and self worth. If you develop yourself, you either be a plan A or you walk away with your dignity intact. Honestly, I don't know. I feel so hot about this. But at the same time, if we make choices in life and we have to take responsibility for our choices. If it was the choice of Regina Daniels to marry that Nwoko, these are the, of course, responsibilities that come with the choices and the consequences. If it was her mother who probably wanted a more better life around the world, now they've traveled around the world, and this is where her daughter has ended. In all honesty, all I'm trying to say is choose yourself as a young woman. Have self worth. Develop yourself. To your greatest surprise, you can even make more money than those you are depending on as a young girl. Especially this generation, where you are also a brand if you choose to be. Where you can do a lot of craft and make people see it out there. And the world will celebrate you. Regina made a grievous mistake. And these are the consequences. A 24-year-old girl and a 64-year-old man cannot cohabit and call themselves husband and wife without issues. It is almost impossible to happen. In short, even those who are older with 2 decades alone, this man is 40 years older than her. People who are 20 years older than their spouses, it is almost impossible compared to this. Do not let poverty make you do things you will not have opportunities to correct in your life. Live life to the fullest because you have a purpose. Find that purpose. Know that marriage is not primary. Marriage is a beautiful thing, but do it with the right person at the right time, at the right age, and be in the right position. You cannot be a fifth wife and tell me that you're happily married. It is not possible. Make choices that will give you a good life. Learn from other people's mistake. Do not be another Regina Daniels. I hope a lot of people start to see this. And I hope a lot of girls she has influenced wrongly will learn that you don't have to be somebody's second wife or third or fourth wife to live a good life. You don't even have to be married to live a happy and successful life. Make better decisions. At the end of the day, you would be happy you did. My name is Ifeka, and I remain the voice of truth. Nice day.